following. I'm in my mid-20s and have been on a raw food diet for a year now. And although I always suffered intermittently from bloating, flatulence, and constipation, now it is unbearable regardless of food combining. I totally subscribe to the Living Foods philosophy, but my quality of life is so bad at the moment, I would go back to eating only cooked food if I thought it would help. I have cut out all sugar, but that doesn't make a difference.
What happens is most people do not realize that you have got to make the body strong again. That most of us, I know me, I never ate a raw food in my entire life until I started a vegan diet. What happens is that the anatomy, the digestion and elimination canal, have muscles that are part of them. If you've never ever lifted a weight, you have no muscles on your arm. You are without muscles. If you've never ever, in fact, eaten roughage from raw food, you do not have the parts of your anatomy to break down the food. Does it take a year? Well, it took me 3 years, so you know. And chewing is important, which I teach you to do, and I still struggle with. We all chew more. Enzymes are powerfully important in cases like yours. And I would be taking not the prerequisite 3 or 4, I would be taking 6 or 7 before your solid meals. I would certainly not be using blended food. Many of you out there in the world today think that Hippocrates would tell you to take green smoothies. That's a great way to have fermentation. And notice a lot of the proponents of this are overweight because it's a non-digestible. It gets into the body, can't digest it, most of the nutrition's gone, and the poor body now has to push it out, and that creates a whole lot of problems. But if you're taking juices, juices do not give you gas. They're already pre-digested, easy to go into the cell. And so a lot of enzymes, a lot of chewing. Be patient. Make sure that you are combining properly. Make sure that you're not eating blended food and thinking that that's not going to create fermentation. Make sure, as in my case I figured out, nuts and seeds were overbearing for me to begin with because my gallbladder and liver were not working the way it should. And also check to see whether or not you have parasitic activity. And there's real ways to test that. Not voodoo doctors who tell you have it just because it's a good way to sell you something. But literally you can get fecal testing, get a real person, that then sends that down to a laboratory that comes back and tells you if you have one and what the name of it is. And then you purge your body with whatever uniquely is designed to help with that particular problem. Or, on that same testing, you'll find bacterial levels and bacterial counts. And that could be another thing. You may have a probiotic problem within your body.